So I found this paleo blueberry muffin mix at Whole Foods. And what I was most excited about were the stats. Let me get into the light here. But then I realized that the reason the stats are so great is because you add your own oil and honey and blueberries. Oh, vanilla. I just made it and I didn't add the vanilla. Darn it. And then the ingredients are just hazelnut flour, coconut flour, sea salt, and baking soda. So I just made these. Some were falling apart, so I put them in this container that I'm going to put in the refrigerator. These I am going to put in the freezer. So I made little tiny mini muffins with these. And I didn't use the whole cup of honey. I only used a half a cup of honey. So I haven't figured out what the stats are yet, but I did taste one and it is actually very good. So it tastes fine with half of a cup of honey, and they're very moist because of all the coconut oil, and probably have a lot of protein because of having 6 eggs in there. Wow. So when I get back to you guys later, I will tell you what the stats were for these, but it was pretty good. Okay, so I'm about to do my meal prep. It's been a while since I have made my shrimp slaw. I have already posted a video about it before. Basically, it is just using this broccoli slaw. This is some shrimp. I usually don't get the baby shrimp, but I couldn't resist this. I try to buy seafood that is wild caught, and then also whenever I can, seafood from the United States. So when I saw that this was wild and from the USA, I went ahead and bought these little tiny cold water shrimp. This is going to be the first time I'm using this in my recipe. But I'm going to thaw this out. It's going to be broccoli slaw. It is going to be Laughing Cow cheese. I've had this sitting out so it could get soft. It is some sriracha, some soy sauce. So I either use soy sauce or I use cocoa aminos, which doesn't have soy, and I do like it, but it has more carbs in it. And then if you want, you can add a little bit of sweetener. So this is stevia, because this is a sweet and sour recipe. So let me get this shrimp thawed out. Okay, so I put in about 3 cups of the broccoli slaw. So you see there's some left in there, which I will put in the freezer. The bag of shrimp is 15 ounces. So I figure that's going to make 5 servings, 3 ounces each, and so that's how I decided how many cups of broccoli slaw I was going to put in here. I couldn't decide whether to put the whole container in or not, but I really want to make sure that I get my 3 ounces of shrimp in, so I don't want to have too much slaw. So I only put a little bit of coconut oil in here, and I am just sauteing this. And now I am going to put in a tablespoon of sriracha and a tablespoon or 2 of this soy sauce. And then I'm going to put in my Laughing Cow cheese. I've let this sit out for a while. I took out 4 because I wasn't sure how many servings I was going to make. But, I wasn't sure how many servings I'm going to make. I think I'm only going to use 3 of these, 1 for each cup of the slaw. I don't know. I just made that up. Okay, so I misspoke a second ago. The shrimp goes in before you add the cheese. So I added my sriracha and my soy sauce to the broccoli slaw, and I stirred that up. Then I just dumped the shrimp in here, and now I've just added the Laughing Cow cheese. And you can see all this liquid in here. That was from my shrimp. I didn't dry it off very well because, you know, I had just been frozen and I thawed it out, and then I think I tossed it in here with too much of the liquid still with the shrimp. So actually I'm going to get a paper towel and I'm going to get some of this liquid out of here, or else it's going to mess up my dish. Okay, so I removed some of the water, and I went ahead and decided to add the other Laughing Cow cheese square just because it didn't look creamy enough to me, but now this looks really good. Look at that. And now you can just season it to taste. You know, if you want to add some more sriracha in there so it can be spicier, or a little bit more soy sauce. And then I'm also going to sprinkle just a little bit of that stevia in here so that this can be sweet and spicy. Yummy. So here's my meal prep containers. It came out to be like, some of these have 3.8 and some of these have 3.9 ounces. And I should be able to eat that, so I'm very pleased. I'm going to eat this for the next 3 days, and 2 of the servings are going in the freezer. Sorry, my friend is not going to be getting any of these servings. So for lunch every day, I'm just going to have some lettuce wraps. So it's really simple. Here's my lettuce, some ham, and some American cheese slices, but they're organic, and ranch dressing. So I'm not going to do a bunch of these in advance. What I'm just going to do is every night I am going to make my wraps, and then it will be all ready for me to grab for lunch the next day. So as you can see, I really didn't do anything special. This is just 1 slice of cheese in each of these, and 1 piece of ham and some ranch dressing, and I rolled it up with a toothpick, and I put it in this container, and I will pull it out tomorrow for lunch.